So we're here, start of another hike at a nice big stream, and I'm going to fill up my water bottle and get going up to Iron Mountain. I'm not sure what happened, but my light is missing from the last hike. And look, we've got some nice writing on the rock. You might not be able to read it. But anyway, so they got a map. So that's nice. So here we are. Go this way. And then up to here. And then maybe across here to here. We'll see. And they've got a lot of campers out here. And look at this. A self-issue permit. And they've got a nice big sign here. Got a little lizard. It's a runner. Look at that. Running ahead of me. Making me look slow. Look at this lizard. Look at him go. There he goes. Hey, look at, I've got my colorful hiking socks on and the snow boots. The backpack is a little lopsided because I put things in bags and they didn't have an even number of bags, so there's a little lopsidedness to the bag. Oh well. Got a big something here. What is that? Funny little red thing. There he goes. We're entering the Sheep Mountain Wilderness. So we found a little break spot with some yuccas. Pointy yuccas. Look at this. Oh. And it's got a pretty good view. Hey, look, this caterpillar wants to be a movie star in my movie. Oh, ouch, this hurts. Ow! Oof. Yow, ow, ooh, 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 ow. So that looks like it over there. 3 miles away, Iron Mountain. And there, looks like we got Mt Baldy. Maybe West Mt Baldy. And Ontario Peak. So there's Iron Mountain. You can see the valley down below. And we're going through this trail. Eventually we'll get to Iron Mountain, but it's probably going to take a while to get there, especially at this pace. So there's Iron Mountain. We're going to be going up these little bumps here, up to the top of there. We got a ultra runner coming up here, I think. It's about a couple hundred meters away. Maybe he'll stop. Tell us what he's doing here. Let's see. So, how far you going, man?
What's that?
How far you going?
Went to Iron Mountain.
How is it?
Weather's perfect.
You one of those ultra runners?
Oh no, just
It's pretty
jog, hike.
hard to run up here.
Yeah, if it's like uphill, I walk. If it's downhill, I'll run. But the light pack is a blessing.
Well, I hear you there.
How about you? You headed to Iron?
Yeah, I'm gonna go up there.
Cool. Yeah, it's perfect weather, man.
Let's get a little video here.
What's up?
This guy's going back. He did the hard part already. So we got some steep little sections here. Oh boy. Gotta have some good traction. It can be slippery. But just a few hills and the big climb. So that's not cool. Somebody tossed a can way down over here. It's on the side of the damn hill. Look at this. Man, I'm gonna be risking getting stuck in these bushes trying to get this can out of here. Look at that. Why do people do that? So, found a little spot to rest here on one of the hills. Still got 2.4 miles to go, point to point. It's 1 o'clock. And gonna be returning this Grizzly Peak 70-liter backpack. Got another one on order already. Teton Sports Explorer 4000. It was on sale, so maybe it'll be more comfortable. Got a couple other backpacks I might try before I decide I have to get a different price range backpack and get an Osprey. Here I gotta have my reflector so my helicopter can land in the night. So I glued it here, see, to the stone. So I've got my little helipad right here. Nice view, huh? Welcome to my helipad. There's a little snake. Oh, he hid up there. Can you see him? There he is. Snake. Way up there in the bushes. Still got about 2 miles left. We got this really steep section. It's like slippery. And these shoes aren't that great for it. And going down, my toes bump into the edge. So I found the shade of a little tree. It's like 75 to 80 degrees and I'm kind of dressed for the cold, so I'm sitting on my backpack a little bit. My mid back is sore from this backpack. It's got these metal panels on there, and thinking about how far I gotta go. Maybe .9 miles. So I haven't gone that far, and I kind of like to see one of these televangelists hike this thing carrying a 45-pound backpack. Like Robert Morris, that lazy fat televangelist who likes to sleep in 4-star hotels and take your money. Or how about Matt and Lori Crouch, those TBN people? Let's see them hike up here with a 45-pound bag. Or maybe John Hagee, the big fat televangelist from Texas. Then I'd like to see them tell me that, oh, their burden is easy and their yoke is light. Somebody had a little wood fire here. They're not supposed to, but they did. So it looks like Iron Mountain there. We're getting closer. And there's West Baldy. In the far distance, Ontario Peak. And we got that road. And we started from way down there. Well, we're going to see if we come up to the end of the trail right there, or does it go up a little bit? It looks pretty dense bushes and some trees up above and then rocks. So we'll see what we got. So we got 1.3 miles left. Been going up this kind of stuff. Man, that's slippery. I'm not really looking forward to going back this way. But anyway, there's still some time to get to the summit. I'm pretty sure I'll make it to Iron Mountain Summit. But if I want to go to Mt Baldy, looks like it's going to be in the nighttime. So I made it to this little pine grove, and maybe about a mile, 0.12 left to go to Iron Mountain. So far so good. There are a lot of gnats around here. In the beginning there were those big long mosquito eating daddy long legs, but then just after that there were tons of mosquitoes. So we also had a big area where there are a lot of bees. They really like the manzanita trees and the flowers on them. So we still got trail left. There's Iron Mountain up there. Those are really steep cliffs on the southern face. So here we're walking. Nice pine trees in this area. And we're going down a little bit before we're going to climb up the final push to Iron Mountain. So we're about 3/4 of a mile, a little bit under, to the peak. There's Mt Baldy, and there's the San Antonio Ridge. It would have been nice to go there today, but it's getting dark soon and it'll take me longer to get there. But I guess I'll still think about it. So that's the San Antonio Ridge. To West Mt Baldy. It looks exciting. And here we're coming up the final home stretch. Iron Mountain. And there's the sun setting in not too many hours. Been using the GPS navigation. 0.6 miles left to go. There's some steep cliffs over there. You can see them. Here we're still climbing up. We got some narrow ridges here with steep drop-offs. So gotta be careful. At least it's not windy, so that's good. Look at this, man. Look at that ridge. Steep drop-off. Oh, and then there's this tree in the way. You could walk around here, but that's pretty close to that drop-off. So I think I'm going to cut it right here. .35 miles still left to go on point to point, and it's 6:15. Starting to see a sunset. So, looks like I might get up to the peak about sunset, maybe in the dark. More of the sunset, 0.2 miles left, inching up. So we made it, Iron Mountain. Yeah, you probably can't see the city lights because this camera doesn't have much, but there's the sunset. So we're cooking up some breakfast here, 8,000 feet. We already had the sunrise. And there's the ridge, San Antonio Ridge. It goes up to Mt Baldy. And there's the tent. And there's the little flag. We've got a little sign-in box here at the top of Iron Mountain and a little water bottle. So there's my little carrying bag, Grizzly Peak, with all my stuff spewed out over the floor. And then we got a little morning view up here. It's really great. There was city lights all last night. There were stars in the sky. I left the rain fly off and there was hardly any wind. It was a little cold, but not too bad once I got in the sleeping bag. So everything seems good. So here we got one of the entries. Look at this. From this guy who hiked up here. So when you come up here, you can make a little entry. So we're all packed up here, ready to go. And that's it. So we're on the way down the San Antonio Ridge from Iron Mountain. And looks like some people have been going this way. Wouldn't really call it a trail. And that looks pretty gnarly. And then over there it looks okay. Then the climb up to West Baldy looks pretty tough. So there are some steep drop-offs on the face of San Antonio Ridge, so you got to be pretty careful. And we just came from up there, Iron Mountain. It's a bit steep in a lot of places, so the going is pretty slow. And coming up through some bush here, a little bit of bushwhacking. Yeah, kind of hard to get the backpack through. And we'll be going on the gnarly part pretty soon. So we're on the top of these rocks that you're able to see from there. We came from up there. There may have been an easier way to go, but this is the way I went so far. Seems okay. There's snow on the side, and you know, these faces have steep drop-offs, so we'll see how it is. So we're coming up to this narrow ridge line. Looks pretty slippery, a lot of loose gravel on the sides, steep drop-offs on the face. This is where I should have brought my UAV, fly around, would get some high definition video. Take a look at both sides, see if there's a good approach. So we're going along this narrow ridge now. We've got some snow on the sides, and that's where we came from. And it's kind of neat. It's not for the faint at heart, but looks like I'm gonna make it. So looks like it's gonna be okay to go. So it looks like a lot of people have gone this way here. I had to backtrack one place about 5 meters. It's a little bit harder carrying this big backpack. Probably if I was going really light without a backpack, it'd be a little easier. So we got a couple of more spots left on this gnarly ridge line, and it looks a little better from there, at least up to that peak there. I'm not sure about the last push, but I had to climb down these rocks. That took a little while. With a backpack, got to go real slow. And wow. I had to climb down another rock face. This one was a little bit easier. Still have to be real careful though with a backpack, because that can bump into something and make you fall. So there's a great view from here. I'm perched up on one of these big rocks. It's kind of gnarly from here. I don't see a good way, so I may just have to pick one way and try it. And kind of running low on water. I mean, I have maybe 30 ounces left, so coming back I'm going to have to melt a lot of snow to get to West Baldy. We'll get some snow from the side of these ledges. So it seemed like it was safer to go this way instead of climbing down the big rock from where I was, so I backtracked about 5 meters, 10 meters. So I put away the trekking poles. That seemed to make it a little easier. And I use this little pink guideline. It's not climbing rope. It's not vertical here. You don't really have to have climbing rope, but anyway, that helped a little bit. Here's a view of the canyon. Still got more rocks to go up and along the ridge line. There's a view from where I came down there over this ridge line. Can't see it in the trees, but there are a lot of rocks there. Kind of a sketchy part. Gnarly, a little bit. That's the southeastern face of the peak next to Iron Mountain. You can see how steep it is. You definitely don't want to slip and fall down that way. So I think I passed most of the gnarly part. We've got another hill to go up and down, then the main climb to West Baldy, and it's looking more hopeful now. So I think I'm gonna make it West Baldy from Iron Mountain. So we still got some gnarly rocks to go through, get up there, and then see what on the other side of that peak right there. We just came down this. That wasn't too bad, a little bit, but you know. So welcome to the Pleasure Dome, my ultra running training center. So 2.5 hours and I went 0.65 miles. That's pretty good. So it's pretty hairy. It's coming down that way. Now I gotta cross over here. Yeah. I'm not sure which way other people go right at this point, but this is pretty gnarly. Oh man, this part is really hard. I'm not sure how people do this. Oh, no way, man. Man, the eastern face of this one peak here, it's not fun. Not fun. Oh, I'd like to talk to those people who did this, find out what way they did. Go. Oh. So we took a little break, took a peek ahead, and decided it's time to pull out the paracord. So I tied a double fisherman's knot, got 250 feet of paracord. I was going to burn the ends, but my butane lighter failed up here, so I just used my Swiss Army knife, trimmed the ends, burned it at home. So here's the little parts I cut off. So it's pretty hairy here. We're bringing out the paracord. So good thing I brought paracord. I got down there. Now I'm pulling the paracord down. It's a little bit stuck, but it's coming. Paracord. Don't leave home without it. Anyway, take a little break. I'll go up to the top of that hill, see if I can put the paracord away for the rest of the way. So we're having a look back at where we came from, Iron Mountain. Well, I'll tell you, Iron Mountain to Mt Baldy West, that's hard. So I filled up my 2 water bottles and part of my one bladder with some snow. Use a little shovel. And there's the snow. There is intelligent life out here. I wonder what kind of life form made this. So I'm on the approach to the final leg. There's one more little hill to go up. Then it's the final approach up to West Baldy. So I need to make a decision about where to go, what to do. It's about 3:30 now. I'm not sure if I want to do that approach in the dark when it might be windy. Check it out. My ice axe pack punched through the bottom hole, bottom pocket with a hole. And my basically brand new Z-Lite sole is getting really thrashed out here. I wish I should have gotten the tip protector and tied it down a little better. So I had been keeping an eye on the clouds because they have these menacing rain clouds over there. And I checked the weather before I came on this hike. It's supposed to be sunny or maybe cloudy, so that's good. So it's 4:40. This is the final approach to West Baldy. Feeling glad that it's not that ridge over there, because that would have been really hairy. I would have probably tried to figure out how to get down to the canyon instead of going up there. This ridge here would be better with crampons and 2 ice axes, but I might be able to do it. I'm going to think about it. Heating up some snow, try and make something to eat. I'm hungry now. There's a lot more bushwhacking than I thought. Yeah. So we're getting close to the final climb to West Baldy. So I made it to the final approach. The wind has started to pick up. It's dark. I have my headlamp and enough batteries to probably get me back to either Manker Flats or the Baldy Village. But I'm thinking I'm going to take a break here maybe decide if I'm going to sleep here tonight and take the summit in the morning. More signs of intelligent life on the final climb to West Baldy. It's pretty windy out here, so I may need to stop for the night. There's the moon with a big round halo. So I cut about half a dozen branches off this tree so I could get some sleep, but it's still windy. Oh, and it's been freezing night. Shivering a lot. Literally crawling to the top. Okay, I'm not so excited about this approach. Last part to the summit. So, this backpack is getting thrashed. One of the straps already broke right here. And we got a couple of holes in the bottom. The stitches are coming loose here already and over here. Day here. So over there in the far distance you can see the Baldy Trail goes up to Mt Baldy. We're going to be taking this trail back over there down the side of that mountain to Baldy Village, about 7 miles or so. So we're going down the southern side of West Baldy. Pretty icy conditions, but it's pretty safe from where I am. Where I'm going is pretty safe. So it's really nice out here, and after going from Iron Mountain to West Baldy in 24 hours, this is Candyland. Intersected a little bit with a Bear Canyon trail, so this is easy going here. It's really windy out here though, but there'll be some more sections with snow, icy snow. You can see over there, going along there, and then down that mountain. Going along the ridge line, and steep drop off. There's a little rest stop there. Been seeing quite a few frozen mosquitoes up here. So that's where we're going. Over there, down the hill. There are the Narrows over there. And should be okay. And then we'll be home free to the trail. You can take off the micro spikes. So there are the Narrows over there. And we're gonna go there. So here we are, the Narrows. The wind was pretty strong. Further up in the trail I was getting pushed around a little bit, so I have to be very careful here. Almost there. Another 10 meters. Okay, made it through the narrows. So we're going down the Bear Canyon Trail, taking off the micro spikes, put away the ice axe, went back to the trekking poles. What I found. I can't believe it. Somebody would leave it here. So we got some pretty cool rocks here. Check out these rocks. So at last I got to some water at the Mt Baldy Trail, Bear Canyon Trailhead. So we're passing by my home right here. Isn't it nice? 2-story built into the side of the hill. Somebody's got a whole 12-pack of lime drink. So here we're getting to the trailhead. So got a ways to go to my car. Hike on the road. Bottom of my big toes been hurting. I can't wait to get home and soak my feet. These snowshoes aren't that comfortable. I got the Mt Baldy Lodge restaurant. I sure could use some food. All I got left is a little bit of electrolyte. Anyway, I didn't bring cash. Cash is in my car. So here we got the road that's going to lead to the road that's going to lead to the parking lot. So there we go, East Fork Road. That's where this adventure started. The 2-day hike turned into a 3-day hike. Look at this guy, he's just hiking up there for fun. Some drought-tolerant flowers and some rosemary. His tail is still moving. Poor fellow. Some more wildflowers. There's Mt Baldy. There's Iron Mountain. That's the way I went up to Mt Baldy. And I've got a long way to go to get to the car. we have the Televangelist Challenge. Any televangelist is challenged to do this hike. You start at East Fork at the trailhead. You go up the Heaton Flat Trail to Heaton Saddle. The trail continues there up this ridge to Iron Mountain. And from Iron Mountain there's a little trail, but there are parts when there is no trail. You continue along the San Antonio Ridge all the way to West Baldy. At West Baldy you connect to the Mt Baldy Trail and you come down Bear Canyon. It's also called the Bear Canyon Trail, to the Mt Baldy Village. From there you take this upper road, Glendora Ridge Road, and you hike all the way to Glendora Mtn Road. Take that down, it goes down a nice long hill, 5 miles, and then you intersect with East Fork Road, back to East Fork. Any televangelist challenge you to do this hike carrying 45 pounds, all your own supplies, no resupply except for stream water and snow. And you should do this when there's still snow on the north face of Baldy. You might want to bring your compass, it could come in handy. So my feet took a real beating. This is a day after soaking my feet. They were all bright red, big blisters, blisters on the bottom, blisters on the heel, and feet were dry and cracking. Still hurts to walk. Can't put much weight on my feet without feeling pain. That last 5 miles was really hard. Snow boots aren't really made for hiking on the road. And I probably went about 22 miles on the road. Really should have had some different shoes. So I got a replacement backpack for the Grizzly Peak. This is the Teton Sports Explorer 4000. Now it says on here that it's got a suggested retail price. There it is. $159.99. I only paid a lot less for it. Got it on sale. But it has a more flexible internal frame, so hopefully it won't hurt my back. It looks like it might be made at the same manufacturer in China, so hopefully it doesn't fall apart after just 2 hikes.